Hello and welcome. David Montemayor here, your favorite therapeutic life coach. Today we're going to discuss a topic that I get questions on all the time. Email and sessions, personal conversations. This issue appears so complex, but I'd like to help us all simplify it and recognize that there really is one true common answer. So let's take a look at this through a case study from an email that I literally just got yesterday. So this is Seth from Philadelphia. So David, I've been working on myself for years and I've learned a lot about myself and my triggers and my needs, but I'm still struggling with one major thing, and that's getting things done. I've been making lists, scheduling things, and I really want to get better. That's key, that's huge, I love that. But every day that it becomes time to do something, I get stuck. I start thinking about how overwhelming it is to do all the steps I need to go through to get it done, and I never seem to start. I know that once I start, I tend to finish, but I don't know. Keywords right there. Just yesterday, I was feeling a bit motivated for once, and I started reading about exercise. I felt like I really wanted to do it, but then when it came time to go to the gym that day, I got flooded with all these scenarios about how stupid I would look to all the regulars and how much I've been putting off exercise. I felt like everyone was going to look at me and judge me. And then I fell into a hole about how exercise will never become consistent. I know this is self-sabotage, true, but I just can't stop with all the what ifs and the worries. What is wrong with me? He says. Well, Seth, nothing is wrong with you. This is super normal. This is very common. Some people experience this in more complex ways with ADHD and such. And yet I still think the answer is a simple one. Right? If you notice, what happened was he started thinking before he went to the gym. And that is the answer. We fall into overthinking. We must remember, right? Motivation won't just come. We must act. Action comes before motivation. We must act. We must do. And what's fascinating about what happens here with you, Seth, is that you chose what you didn't want. You wanted exercise, you wanted health, you wanted to feel better, but then you thought about the scenarios that would make it hard to do and decided no. So you did not even give yourself a shot. It will not work if we do not go, okay? So check this out. Just this last week, I was working with this 21-year-old. He feels a little behind in his life, and so we're trying to help him with scheduling and routine, and one aspect of that was we asked him to take a walk. That's it. A little exercise, trying to just have something to do during the day to kind of, get through some time and such. And what was fascinating about that was when we were talking, he said, David, I was just about to go out the door. I had, everything that I needed to go. And right as I was about to go, I thought to myself, this walk is going to be boring. Where am I going to go? I've done this walk so many times. How long is it going to be? How hot is it? Am I going to like it? And I smiled because I was looking at him and I was thinking, listen, man, you are just thinking. If you just did it, you probably would have enjoyed it. And he smiled too because he recognized what was happening there. And so there's another scenario that happens quite often with all of us. And we all have this moment where we wake up at 2, 3 a.m. and we, big life questions come up. And if we notice the answer comes very swift, and yet we think ourselves around it. And let's examine this for a second. So one key example for me is someone who's drinking or doing drugs too much or something. So let's stick with drinking. So they're drinking too much. They're a good person. They're trying not to do it. They're just stressed. They want to stop. 2 a.m., 3 a.m. They wake up. They're not sleeping, of course, because they're drinking. And they ask God or the universe or whatever they believe in or think, help me. What should I do? How do I overcome this challenge? And we all feel it right now because the answer comes straight to us. Just stop drinking. And what comes right after that in our minds? Fear and thinking. We end up just thinking about how this is going to look. What are people going to think of us? We're the party guy. They're going to judge us. We're going to lose our friends. What are we going to do on Friday night? The commonality here is just thinking. And remember, guys, if we choose to not do something that we want, we have not even given ourselves a shot. So therefore, we must just act. I really appreciate you guys. Please like and subscribe this. Send this to a friend. I really look forward to the next video. Thanks again, guys. Take care.